In this video, we're going to be talking about how to add a call to action on a YouTube video. We're going to discuss the different types of calls to action and how to track which ones are working and which ones aren't. We're going to talk about how your call to action can actually be used to train the algorithm. I'll also cover there's different types of videos, and so different types of videos need different types of calls to action. We're going to wrap up this video talking about landing page strategy. So we're going to cover a lot. Let's dive right in. Call to action is any action that you ask the viewer to make. So you can make those at the end of the video. It's very good to put one there. You can have them throughout your video as well. Now, of all the different things that you can invite somebody to do, I'm going to break it into two different categories. So you can recommend that they watch something else so they stay on YouTube, and you're recommending another video or a playlist or anything like that, or you're sending them off of YouTube to go to your website. You never want to have a call to action to go anywhere else other than your own website. So that means Facebook, Instagram, any other social platform. The penalty that YouTube will give you to go to another competitor will be very severe and drastic. It is just not worth it. You actually do get penalized if you send people off of YouTube to your website, but you can get your website approved if you set up your website in the settings of your channel. That will reduce that penalty, and it's worth it. If people are leaving YouTube, they're going to do it just once to go to your website and become a lead. They're going to join your email list. After that, all the other calls to action that they're going to follow are going to be to watch other videos. So when you have one video that gets people to successfully watch another video, YouTube rewards that. So it balances out if you have a penalty for people leaving YouTube to go to your website. The whole point of doing this is lead generation. So you've got to have people go to your website, but there's a smart way of doing it, and there's a balance. I want to take you behind the scenes on a channel by Nicolene Peck. So this is her channel here. She's a parenting expert. If we go into the analytics, we're going to go to advanced mode and traffic source. So as I scroll down, you'll see that there's a lot of different sources of traffic, and YouTube breaks this all down for us. This is so helpful. In the last 28 days, she's had 98,000 views on her channel, and 29,000 of those have come from YouTube search. 19,000 has come from external. You can click on it to break it down further. You'll see that 55% of that, or 10,505 views, have come from Google search. So that's the biggest part of external. We've got suggested, we've got browse. Now I want to show you, if you look down here, you see end screens, 866 views, or basically 1% if I were to round that up. So only 1% of these views have come from end screens. And you might think, well, is that worth it? Should I really worry about a call to action to watch another video if I only know that 1% are going to do it? Well, the answer is yes. Two reasons. One, I say that yes, that 1% is worth it. You can take a look at the average view duration, 8 minutes and 15 seconds versus 4 or 3 or 7 or 4. The longest average view duration there is a view from an end screen. So these are your raving fans. That's how your most loyal fans are going to consume your content. They like the end screens. Also, this is actually a great way to train the algorithm. So if people have watched video A and you link in your end screen to video B, well, even if they don't watch video B because of that end screen, when that person is on YouTube again, in their suggested feed or in their browse feed, YouTube's going to show them video B because you've made that connection. Anything you can do like this to help the algorithm make those connections will benefit your channel. Now, you don't ever want to try and trick the algorithm, because there's AI in this algorithm now, and it's really, really smart. But if you think about it from the viewer's perspective and just making content for them and connecting things and linking things together that will really be beneficial to them, then when real people watch it, and in this case, these 866 people that went from video A to video B, the algorithm sees that interaction and it makes that connection. It's going to make that suggestion down the road. It knows who these people are, and it's going to make more recommendations to them. Now I want to use this visual here to talk about 3 different types of videos. The content of all of these 3 videos here is very similar. It's all educational content. You're giving value in all of them, but what's different is where these views are coming from and what the call to action is. Okay, so when I talk about marketing versus nurturing, marketing means your video is getting in front of people who've never heard of you before. Nurturing is people who have already subscribed, people who have already seen your videos. They've subscribed on YouTube, they've subscribed to your email list, they're friends with you on Facebook or LinkedIn. So marketing versus nurturing, a lot of people think they're posting content content on social media, and they call that social media marketing. But the only people who see that content are those who are their friends or their connections or they're subscribed. Like a podcast, that's a great nurturing vehicle. You have people that are listeners to your podcast, and when you have a new episode, you're nurturing all of your listeners. In order for it to be considered marketing, by my definition, it has to get in front of new people who've never heard of you before. So there's really 3 ways that you could potentially market. You could have a video go viral. Okay, and it's being shared and seen by new people, but that's not predictable. As much as people will tell you that it is, going viral is just not predictable. You can pay. Okay, you can pay to put your ads in front of people. That's a way of marketing, and that's why people do ads. But organically, search. Search is the most reliable, it's the most predictable, and it's the most consistent over time. That's why I love search so much. Now, I talk a lot about search strategy on this channel. I talk about marketing videos, and you'll see me call them leaf videos. So whenever you hear me mention leaf video, I'm talking about a marketing video. You've got to have a balance of marketing videos or leaf videos and nurture videos to really have a healthy channel. Now, a video that converts, or you'll often hear me call it a lead magnet video, this is a video that has that call to action of taking people from YouTube to your website or to your landing page. Now, the ratio of lead magnet videos to leaf videos or nurture, or the previous slide I'll show you is market or nurture, the ratio is only 1 or 2 lead magnet videos for many dozens or even hundreds of leaf and nurture videos. Or if you've learned my leaf strategy before and you know what I'm talking about when I say different branches, if you have a branch that you want to dominate, there might be 1 lead magnet video for that entire branch. Now, I'm just going to show you an example of a landing page, and talking about landing page strategy, I love video on landing pages. So these videos are typically not public on your YouTube channel. This one that I have right here, it's only 1 minute 55 seconds. It is on YouTube, but it's unlisted. So the only way for people to watch this video is if they have the exact link or they come to this page. But this is a video talking about the webinar. It's basically a promo video explaining what they're going to learn in the webinar and inviting them to register. And then further down the page, I have a couple videos that highlight different pieces of the content so people can have an idea of what I'm going to be teaching and know that the webinar is valuable. So whatever your lead magnet is, whatever your offering is, whether it's a free plus shipping book, whether it's a PDF checklist that they can download, a resource like that, or it's a recorded webinar or a mini course, you need to have a landing page like this that really lets them know how valuable that gift is. In this case, when somebody clicks on the link, they enter their contact information there. I actually have a video version of the content I teach in that webinar. So the webinar has live Q&A, but I have a video version right here on YouTube. I'll link to it on the screen over here. It's called my YouTube SEO full course for 2025. So I highly recommend you go watch that video next.